Hi everyone, so I'm here to share with you my quick unboxing and first impression of my new S21 Ultra. I'm not gonna bore you with specs, but then out of box, this comes with a boring manual which is not even colored. It comes with this USB-C cable which is not really special because it's not that long anyways, and an ejector pin. Of course, the S21 Ultra phone. So upon doing the unboxing, I was really disappointed with how Samsung packed this gorgeous device because upon opening the box, it feels like I am opening a very cheap device. Unboxing is really not that exciting. But then upon holding this on my hand, everything have changed. The gorgeous combination of metal and the frosted glass at the back is really beautiful. So at hand, it feels gorgeous, and the design cues is very unique, and the color black looks really stunning. Alright, so Samsung wants me to put in my SIM card so I can set this baby up. So as I promised, I'm not going to bore you with the specs, but probably just the basic. This is a 6.8-inch screen with LTPO display and 120 Hz variable refresh rate with 5000 milliamp battery to power up this device. So it's nice to be back to Samsung after a long time. The first Samsung that I use is the Omnia 1, followed by the Omnia 2. And the last Samsung that I've used is Note 9. So it's nice to be back after a while. So at the back, we have the camera lenses. So we have the 10 megapixel telephoto lens, the 108 megapixel, and the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera lens, and the laser autofocus. And there's another extra lens, probably just the 3 times telephoto, and a matte finish at the back. So this one, the booting takes a while, so probably I'll wait for a couple of minutes and see how it goes. I already set this up, as you can see, on how smooth the fingerprint scanner works, which I was quite surprised. 120 hertz is the thing that I first noticed here. Like out of the box, I can definitely feel that this is 120 hertz coming from a 60 hertz of LG V60, which is not slow by all means. That phone is quite fast on its own right, but then 120 hertz is a different experience as a whole. So I purchased this phone from Samsung Canada, and the refresh rate or the display is set to adaptive, which means that it automatically adjusts from 120 hertz to a lower refresh rate to save battery life. So it is quite a unique experience, as I can see. And the user interface of One UI has been matured, and the native app looks quite mature as well. But then there are some things that I've noticed as I was using this right now, which I was quite surprised that Samsung has implemented despite of the price of the phone. And one of that is the presence of ads. So one thing that I really love about Android is that each manufacturer has a different take when it comes to their user interface. Like that's the one that gives Android a unique experience from one manufacturer to another. But I was quite surprised with how Samsung did their user interface by showing ads in their native apps. And I was quite disappointed. Like I love using native apps because that's the one that gives the unique experience. And their weather app has ads on top and have ads on the bottom. And aside from that, also the game launcher, that's one thing that I've noticed too. They have ads everywhere as well. Well, it's not really disturbing me, but then it's annoying to see an ad inside a native app. It's quite frustrating, but then it doesn't really disturb me. I've did a thorough research, and I've heard and I've learned, I mean, that upon agreement, if you didn't read that, then you were simply agreeing with all the ads that they wanted to show you, which is quite disappointing. I tried to do the settings, but then that didn't help that much. But then aside from that, the whole experience of the user interface is really good, really light, and quite fascinating. So holding this bad boy is nothing but a fun experience. Like the metal edge on the corners and the biometrics works like magic. Like it's fast, it's quick and accurate. I can't ask for more. I was quite surprised by how it performs. But then aside from that, one thing that I've noticed is the speaker. So at the bottom we have the speaker, the charging port, and the SIM card tray. Playing the speaker, you can hear that it's a little bit tinier. Well, in my perspective, I find it a little bit tinier and it's less basic compared to my V60. But then I'm still, it's just an impression. Probably the speaker needs some time to warm up, like other headphones or other handheld speaker. Sometimes it takes like 24 hours for them to perform at their best. But then I was quite surprised that it was not as basic as I thought it'd be. But then one thing that I noticed that is good is that they focus more on the vocals, which is I am a fan of because I am a big fan of Sennheiser, and Sennheiser focus on vocals too. And I think Samsung focuses more on vocals, which I kind of appreciate because that's the part where you can hear the transition, the voice technique of a singer. And yeah, I kind of appreciate that part. Meanwhile, on the camera department, I haven't tested that. I need to spend more time on the device to see how this performs, but I have some expectations when it comes to its performance, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so there you have it, my quick unboxing and first impression of this very lovely device, Samsung S21 Ultra, that I can't wait to use as my daily driver. So I hope you guys enjoy and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.